here. Okay, these are the airbags that we pulled out. This is 1957 technology. They used to use the chassis. They used to fill the chassis up with air so the bus can go up and down. So when they get to the bus stop, the bus goes down, and a person can get in, whatever, boom, and it'll come back up, and let's go. And then here, this is what we're putting on, the monstrosity. Look at the size of that thing. You know how far up this thing is gonna go? We're gonna go up high.
Here we are somewhere in Miami, Outlaw Diesel. If you remember this bus, 1957, we got it started. It wasn't running for like 17 years. So what is the Mad Max doing right now?
We're putting airbags on the truck. We're gonna make it go up and down like a Chicano's car.
Oh, very nice.
We're gonna do the Cali thing.
All right, so we're gonna bag it. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. All right. So what are you doing? Taking off the
taking off the bump stop so I can make it drop 2 inches, because you can't do very much with this bus, but it's gonna go up pretty high, so it's gonna look pretty cool. We already did the front. We got bags in the front, goes up and down already, and you can show them the front, the tires and stuff like that. Those are mock-up tires.
All right. So we got, well, these are a little smaller. The bags are a little smaller, but you can see how he did it. And we'll show you how it goes up and down in a second. These bags in the back are going to be these big ones. So we're going to put 2 on either end, so that'll be 2 and 2. Two and 2. All right, let's see how we do this. All right, so these are Goodyear 1R12-622 airbags. Can't inflate them any more than 100 pounds. But for this application, with the 4 that's going on here, the bus is gonna go really high up. And action.
Okay, well, they call these, you guys think that they call them airbags, but they call them air springs. And if you see this mounting perch, it's way too long. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna get the nut. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna weld the nut on the perch over there where the old bags were at. This bus used to use the chassis as an air chamber, and then the bags were like these big monster holes. And I'm gonna show them to you guys in 1957 how they used to put the air springs in. And then this is more modern bags, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the nut all the way, I'm gonna bottom it out, and then I'm gonna take my grinder, I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll back off the nut so it gives a nice little taper, so it takes, you know, the edge off, so I don't mess up the threads. And then I'll get this, I'll put it there nice and straight, I'll weld it, I'll make a hole on the perch, make a hole, weld the nut on there, and then I'll screw the air spring on there. And then on top, I got the other holes. When I bring the differential up, I gotta try to bring all 4 bags up. And if you guys look at the geometry of the suspension of this vehicle, this thing is gonna go pretty high. It's gonna look pretty cool when it's done. I'll bring you one of the other bags so you guys can see, how they work back in those times.
Here we are, like he said, we're gonna put the nut on first.
Roll, roll, roll your circle gently down the stream.
Okay.
Oh, there comes the airplane, guys. You might have noticed that I don't got my safety glasses on, but I do got safety contacts on.
Oh, you're a putz.
Thank you.
So now he's going to make sure that the nut comes off and not damage the threads. So when we put it back on, After the grinding, it'd be no problem.
See, look, watch. Nice little finish here. So that should go right on there.
Cool.
Bada boom, bada boom. They let me play with fire.
All right, so that's the hole for the top.
I love my job. I play all day long with stuff that can burn.
And this is the hole for the bottom. Making a smooth, flat surface. Alright, so we're welding the nut onto the hole.
Can you get my damn mask before I go blind?
Alright, so the captain got his helmet. Yes, we see the eagle. Alright, so he's screwing in the bottom.
Oh, it's definitely screwing around.
The bottom bolts onto the nut that he welded. There's one. Here's the other. We're gonna have 4 all together. Okay, so that's why we made these holes.
Yeah, I want one of those shirts.
So when we bring that up, when we bring the differential up, the bolts will go in there and we'll tighten them down. Alright, so we're making a hole in the back right there. So we can run the air around just to make it easier. Alright, we're tightening down the nuts. These nuts on these air springs. That's why he made those holes, to stick his hand inside there. And for his wrench. What is that you got in your
An
hand?
eBay light?
No, not the eBay light.
This is a pipe. I mean, an air quick release half-inch hose brake line.
Okay.
Right. You see it right there? Now the little hole, there you go.
Alright, very good. Alright, and there's the second one. It's pretty much just like the first one. It's a hot rod. A hot rod bus from hell. Well, that sucker jacked up pretty high.